for something else. It has nothing to do with what you're doing right now.
Okay. It says I'm live right now. How is that even possible though? I haven't even connected everything to YouTube. Don't you have to connect it with YouTube and stuff?
No, you don't have to.
Am I really live? Can you see if I'm live from your side?
You will type something.
Type something. Where do I type?
Like good morning or
comments.
something.
Comments.
Hello or something.
Good morning.
Yeah, I think you are.
All right. Well, perfect. Does it say I'm live on YouTube?
Say morning. Why does it still say? I wonder if it's just my internet. Let me.
I feel like when I was trying to do it before, like YouTube had this studio page that was like, I need to link this, that, and the other, but I don't know.
No, you are. You on. You're live.
Strange. On YouTube, I don't see anything on YouTube.
No, it will just be because you already did the destination, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you have
Oh,
to do.
there's Mai Tai says, good morning. He's here. Good morning, Mai Tai.
So you're good to go.
All right, are we good to go for real? Why does it not feel like I'm on YouTube? It feels like I'm on StreamYard.
Because you don't have to do anything else. You already have everything set up. You already set up on YouTube also, because when you do the destination, that's when they connect StreamYard to the YouTube.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we can talk on the stream now. Hey. All right. Bye. Bye. Well, good morning, everybody. This is probably going to be recorded and put on my channel, so I may as well go ahead and welcome everybody. As you can see, I am just testing everything out, make sure it's working. It's just talking to Laolegends, who is amazing and helping me with so many different things. I think it's working. If it's not, somebody let me know. I think Mai Tai is here, so it's working. Good morning, Mai Tai. How are you doing this morning? Let's see how fast it even gives me messages. I have no idea. And let's see. Hey, like I was on the stream. Hey. Awesome. I didn't even think. What about liking? Where is she? I forgot to say hello and tell her to come to the stream. I thought that maybe Laolegends would let her know, but is she coming? Laolegends is coming today? Coming to the stream? Oh, how do I add you into the stream so you can join the stream, Laolegends, so I'm not talking to myself here. Do I need to send you a link? Invite. Copy. Yeah. Now should be able to join the stream, right? First little bit, maybe a little bit slow, guys, because just trying to figure everything out. This is the first stream I've ever done. I do got lots of noisy roosters. Maybe I could keep the windows closed. It's gonna get warm. Window closed and a fan. Should be all right. Hey, she's here. It's working. Let's check our sound. I can't hear anything. Are you there? Like, oh. No, you don't hear me? What's going on? Wow. Too loud. That fan's too loud. We're gonna do a little air con. Back out. Can you hear me? What's going on with my side? I can't. I'm not hearing anything. Add me to stage. Oh, add to stage. Ah, there we go.
Hi.
What is retired in?
Echo. Why is it echo?
Why is it echo?
Because I have this. Let's try without my speaker. Let's see. Can we have sound still?
That's me.
Yay! Is it echoing still?
That's my other account.
I can't keep up with you and like there's so many accounts. Red King is not joining us today.
You know what? Her hours is all over the place. I think she worked like all night, especially like Friday. She clean up she clean up once a week, like deep cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
The sound's terrible.
It sounds bad?
I think you need headphones.
Let's see if I have some.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a long time. I used to have like Bluetooth headphones. But Bluetooth doesn't seem to work. Let's see if these big old things will work. I don't have any cheap headphones like the ones you're like, you know. Let's try. I got these. I got this thing. Let's see. Sounds terrible. You can't have that. Never use these. I bought them for online teaching and a long time ago. I never really used them. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Hit my big dome. Welcome to this flight from Japan to Bangkok.
Yeah, I think it's no more echo now. I think it works.
No, it's not even on. What's going on with these headphones? It's not coming through the headphones.
No, it's on. You good? Barry, you good?
But the sound's coming through my computer, not to my headphones. That's weird. So you can hear me clearly, but there's no echo, right? Well, why can't I hear though?
Well, you cannot hear yourself?
There's an echo when Gal speaks, but when I speak, it's okay. That's what my Thai says. So,
you can hear me echo too.
First of all, why in the world it's not recognizing this headphone? Remove this. Let's try.
You know what? It could be me. Hold on. Let me shut down the window. Must be me.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, I shut down all the windows except
Okay.
StreamYard. It should be better now. But statically.
Yeah, that's my. This makes no sense.
Should we try it without your headphone now? It could be from my end earlier.
What do you think? Is it okay now? I took the headphones out. Is it okay now?
Is it okay now, my Thai?
See what he says. I mean, don't expect him to be following along with us, just trying to figure this out. But let's see.
I mean, if we can get it to work first time, it's perfect. It took me and King like many times before we.
I'm pretty shocked that this works so far. I thought there was going to be a lot more stuff to do. And I'm sure if my computer speaker was all right, the sound would be fine. But I don't know if it's coming through you guys' side. Just the sound from my speaker stinks. That's why I use a Bluetooth speaker. I'll try these headphones later. I don't know why it's not even recognizing them when I plug them in. Hey, there's 6 people here. That's crazy. Who are the other 3? Say hello, please. Where are you from?
Hey, I think it works now. I think it's good now.
So there's still an echo on Gal's side.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Gal's side or my side, because I do still kind of hear an echo.
Well, let me try turn off my microphone and.
Oh, look who's here. Somebody King. Somebody Miss Hansen. Mrs. Hansen.
Come on up. She doesn't want to be ươi.
It feels
Come
weird
on up, King.
being in Laos. It's like weird on both sides. It's weird to call somebody ươi sometimes if they've been around Falang a lot, but it's also weird.
Actually, I'm used to it. I don't feel funny at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Like the lady I met in.
No, ươi, please. She said no, ươi, please.
No, ươi, please. Okay, can I call you Nhai? Nhai Thao. Ươi ก็บ่ได้ต้องเอื้อนหยังเนาะนางกิ่ง
Nang King. She wanna be Nang King. Sao King what? She wanna be Sao King.
Well, there's how many people? There's 8 people.
King,
Wow.
come on up. So Barry
Yeah.
can test the sound.
Yeah, let's test our sound.
Because it's a little stacky.
Welcome
on my
everybody
end.
who's watching. Please do leave a comment and let us know who you are and where you're from. I'd like to acknowledge everybody that's here because I only have how many followers, and I'm shocked anybody's here right now.
By the way, I love that cooking video.
Did you like it? I thought it was so much fun, so I was hoping.
And she's good. She's like talkative.
I told
you. She keep the conversation going.
When we made the video, I'm like, this is incredible. Like I asked her about doing it, and I was like, okay, I'm used to like having to facilitate a lot of things. People are uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty. I don't know. Even in the beginning, it's weird like filming, but I've always been pretty comfortable like with making a conversation with other people comfortable. Just knowing other people can be uncomfortable. And so I'm trying to like guide the conversation to make sure everybody's comfortable. I didn't have to do anything. She was just like a star on camera.
She's not shy at all. I mean, it took me years before I feel comfortable talking to my phone. It's like talking to my phone, and it took me years to feel comfortable.
While I was filming, I'm like, this is gonna be incredible. If she's like this every time. So yesterday when we filmed the second episode, it's like, how's it gonna be? Is she going to, be the same as yesterday? Right from the get go, exactly the same. I'm like, this series is gonna be insane. It's gonna be so much fun because I've always wanted to make this type of cooking series, and I've been trying to start doing like the English teaching and Lao teaching stuff, but I've talked to so many different people about helping me with that, and it's not worked out. So she's the first one to actually like be like, "Yep, let's do it," and like show up and
And
show up to.
she's like natural too. It's not like she's faking it or pretending. It
No,
just like came out so natural.
she's genuinely like just yeah, just super bright light, just genuinely like lights up the room with like her personality.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, most people are not that brave to just, especially for Lao people. Like maybe you meet foreigners that are like very gung ho about learning Lao or another language in the
Hmm.
beginning, but usually Lao people are not like, how do you say this? And then like she's actually trying to say it over and over again. Whereas my experience with Lao people, like once they've said it one time and it's super difficult and they sound really funny, they get so scared to try again. She doesn't mind, so it's just perfect. Like
No, she doesn't. She doesn't mind if she said wrong the first time. The second time, she doesn't mind. She just keep.
she's doing exactly what I try to get students to do. Like just keep repeating after me. Like I'll say it. Well, like I don't want to have like a lot in between of like no like this, no like this. I'll just say it and you just keep hearing it and try it again and try it again, and I'll let you know if you're getting close. I'll encourage you, but I'm not gonna like say much in between. Just repeat after me, and then once you start getting like she starts saying it right, it's like wow, okay, we've got it. Lock it in right there. Lock it in right there. She's lovely, and then with the cooking, like she's just taken. Like I don't have to tell her to do anything. It's perfect.
Yeah, and she go along with her cooking too. She's like you're telling you what to put in it. What are they called and what's
Right.
supposed to be. It's
There's a
almost
lot.
like she's teaching a cooking class at the same time.
I've been so impressed with her. Like a lot of times when I'm talking on the camera, I've expected her to like check out or her to be confused of like where does she jump in because I'm chatting to the camera.
Hmm.
Nothing. She just jumps in naturally and starts where like exactly where we're at and just keeps on moving, and it's just I keep telling her and I'm like I don't know how to say this exactly in Lao with you, but you're a star on like this is so good. She's
I'm not
married and
sure
has
if we have that
I'm
in Laos.
like, she's married and has a kid, so I'm like, how do I be polite but complimentary? Like you're a star on this. This is gonna be so fun. Like people are gonna really love this. So I wanted a show that was not super produced, just like my vlog. I don't want a super produced vlog or channel. Or there's people that do that, like every angle and switching from clip to clip and perfect instructions, perfect camera. No, I want it to be like you're just joining your friends for a meal, like you would
Hmm.
naturally. So I think it captures that. What do you think? Does it feel like you're just joining us for a meal?
I love that video. I think it worked out. I think she's great, like natural. She want to learn and she feels comfortable.
Yeah. She
I
told
think
me at
that's
the
important that she feel comfortable.
I don't know why she feels so comfortable. She just did. Not me. Like I didn't do. She just is. Yeah, she was the one that came up to me in the gym. Actually, well, her trainer, because I talked to her trainer in the gym.
Mhm.
But she wasn't shy from the get go. Like, yeah, I want to learn English. I want to learn, 5 times a week, Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I need time for my family. And most people from the beginning, when they say they want to learn English, they're like 1 or 2 times a week. So when she said 5 times a week, I'm like, so she gets it. She needs to practice every day. And yeah, she just So I was like mulling over asking her about what if you just come and cook and we do this type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It took me like a week and a half before I was like, all right, let's just ask her. Let's just ask her. At first, I was like, I don't really have time to teach you, and I just felt a little like shy about asking because I'd asked so many people to work with
Mm-hmm.
me, collaborate on doing like teaching Lao, teaching English videos, and it's been a struggle because people don't really understand. They're like, what do I get out of this? That's kind of how people are like, well, you want to teach Lao, you want to teach English, like make like content, make clips. What do I get out of this? I'm like, we can make it into a business, right? Find students, but you're giving out free content. I explained to her, and she was like, hey, me and my husband have talked about doing YouTube, but I've always just been too shy to get on camera and hesitate to do it. Not really sure how to go about it. I'm like, awesome.
Perfect. Look like you walk into perfect person.
Right. And so far, she hasn't asked me for anything like anything else as far as like yeah, nothing. She just she just comes, brings all the stuff we cook, and then eat, and she's off, and I'm back to work, and I don't know.
You
A
know,
lot of
that's
what's that?
someone who understand like you have to invest time and effort to achieve something. She seemed like she have focus, right? She seemed like she already know what she's looking for.
I think she's on the right path. Yesterday, I gave her a lot of crap because we cooked bomba. It's just absolutely a delicious dish, one of my favorites. I'm gonna
Oh,
say
that's
that.
my favorite bun bar.
I'm gonna say that about so many things. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, look, you have yes, good morning, Anthony.
Hey, good morning, Anthony. Must be one of your subscribers, eh? Or is one of my subscribers must be from your channel. Who knows you?
You know, when
Well,
I talk, it's still staticky. I'm not sure why.
is it you? But I'm wondering if it's still coming from like my speaker.
But you
The
sounded fine though, only when I talk.
I feel
Oh,
like it's
no
my
clue.
speaker. I feel it because it's like not working, so it's coming out like all staticky, and then it's probably when you speak, it's coming out all static. It's like I bet you it's my speaker. Let me see if I can
But
get
you
this.
know what? For the first time, I'm impressed. Like we got it to work right off the bat.
I would like people to be able to watch it though, and they go click the live stream and they're like, "What is this?" It's just like every time anybody talks besides me, it's gonna have that staticky sound. What happened with the sticky rice? That's the first time I've seen a Lao person have a problem cooking sticky rice. Oh, I guess I thought I explained in the video all right, but I guess I didn't explain clearly
What
enough.
happened with the stickers? I don't see any problem.
But I mean, maybe you're falling around with the Lao as well. But I tried to explain a bit. The rice basket, the huat, is
Oh
super
yeah,
hard.
that have nothing to do with the rice though. It's just that it hasn't been used often enough. Like it's still brand new, right? หวดหั่นนะมัน still brand new แล้วมันยังแข็งอยู่หั่นนะ
อืมมันมันอยู่ในตู้ตั้งโดนแล้วก็บ่แน่ใจ
Mhm.
มันอาจจะบ่มีคนใช้เลยแข็งโพด It's probably just too hard from not being used. Like you said, it's just been sitting in the cupboard for who knows how long. But yeah, I don't know. She said she'd bring another one that's softer. So I don't know if this one just doesn't have a chance of softening up or not. But I tried to make sticky rice before, as I mentioned. Oh, I didn't mention it in the video. I cut that part out. I tried to make it before because I obviously know how to make sticky rice, but yeah, I'm like, it's not cooking. What's going on? And it's just so hard that it's not like filling the side and tight in the pot. So all of the steam's coming out the side. So we had to like put the cloth in there, and the sticky rice turned out fine. What is Andy Russo? How's it going, man? Can I get a visa on arrival to Vientiane? For how long? Yes, you can. You need to bring $40 USD cash, make your life easy. Don't forget that. And I have a lot of people are like, you know, last minute, well, let's just figure out how it goes when I get there. It's gonna be a headache if you don't bring those $40. They're gonna just, you know, be annoyed with you and send you over to the ATM, and maybe the ATM, you know, what if the ATM isn't working for you? It's a pain. So bring those $40 USD, and you get 30 days, and then you can extend those 30 days twice when you're in Laos, which I think a lot of people don't know, which is why I made that visa video, because I didn't know that. I actually ended up paying a little extra in my first visa because, yeah, I didn't know that you could just extend. I thought you had to leave and come back, but you can extend. You can use Chris's service. There's a bunch of services. I recommend Chris. He's reliable, trustworthy. And it's like $30 to renew. So you can stay in Laos 90 days, guys, even though most people think, oh, it's only Thailand you can stick around for 90 days, but you can stay for 90 days. Thanks, Anthony.
I'm
You guys have a great.
confused,
What's
Barry,
that? Yes.
because when I left and came back, why
Yeah.
did I get 90 days?
I don't know. This is one of those like myths slash folk, you know, those tall tales.
Do you have to like ask them? Do you have to
This
make
happens
sure you get 90 days?
multiple-
Just tell them like, I'm staying 90 days.
I've had multiple people tell me that, and it's always allow American. And so I'm like, why? And every time I asked them, what did you do? They said, well, they asked me how long I was staying. I said 90 days. And I'm like, okay, well, when I asked me, of course I said 30 because the visa's only 30, and I don't want them to be like, what? How are you going to stay 90 days? What do you mean stay 90 days? So maybe just tell people 90 days and see what you get, guys. I'd love to hear feedback on that, because if you can get a 90 day off the bat, that's $40 rather than what, 100 total it would cost you if you extended 30, 40. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say when you go up to the window, tell them that you staying for 90 days just to see what they say, because right, you don't have to stay 90 days. You get 90 days, but you don't have to stay 90 days.
You got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose, especially, yeah, you could potentially save yourself $60. So it's well worth it. Let me read Anthony's comment. You guys have great insight on Lao English relations. Barry, seen your vlog, you seem very chill and genuine with your vids. What has been each of your own biggest obstacles living in Lao? Wow, great question. Biggest obstacles. Cal, can you think of something off the top of your
I don't run into any obstacles.
You speak the language, so it eliminates a lot of the obstacles. Like, even if I don't know exactly, that's why I say when I say fluent, and people want to measure fluency, like how much can you speak, this, that, and the other. Like, if you don't know how to do something and you can figure it out in a foreign language, you are fluent in that language. So I don't know everything, but I can, just like if I didn't know how to do something back home, I can figure it out in Lao. Reading, you know, I can read and figure out. So there hasn't been obstacles as far as the language. But I'm a foreigner. There's always obstacles for me getting bad prices. I'm sure Gal, they might, I don't know if they know or not, if they can tell that you're from the US and you get funny prices on things.
Some of them try to figure it out. It's like, you're not from here, huh?
Yeah.
I usually don't say anything because they don't need to know, right, that I'm not from here. And I would tell my husband, don't do the speaking, I'll do the speaking. So they don't know
I get frustrated with it because I'm like, I'm speaking the language and you're still trying to give me an angle. But then I have to remember, like, no, so do used car salesmen back home. I speak English. They're still trying to sell me something I don't need. So actually, I think it's almost to my own detriment to speak Lao as well as I do, because now I am susceptible to being scammed in another language, which I have been scammed in Lao and Thai and Chinese before, even though I spoke the language, because they saw I understood, but they use those skills to just trick you into getting something.
You know what? My husband speaks zero Laos, and he
Yeah,
go places by himself. Like he
I'm
go
always
to
shocked
store,
at
he
people
go
getting
to
like great
do
prices and go
things.
everywhere with no language skills. That's pretty awesome.
Like I don't go with him. Every day he go do his own things. I don't go with him.
Right? Let's see, Mr. Sparkles, Lao legend. What's your connection to Lao? Do you have some Lao heritage? Just curious. I'm so glad you asked because I was going to bring up a list of the common questions I get from people,
Yeah, we
which
all curious.
I don't get any other question really besides, do you have Lao heritage? That's the one and only question people ask me actually so far. Like besides maybe a little bit about the video, like more additional information. I don't. So the answer to that is I don't have Lao heritage. Uh, I'm from the U.S., just another Caucasian guy from the U.S. But when I was, not even 20 yet, I went to the northeastern part of Thailand as a volunteer. And if you know about Thailand and Laos, there's 23 million Lao people in Thailand. Uh, there's the political border, the border of Thailand and Laos, the river. Sorry, and then on the other side of the river, all the way it stretches all the way from the river all the way to Korat. Whole northeastern part of Thailand speaks Lao and eats Lao food and follows Lao traditions. So I was out there for quite a long time, about a year or so, and absolutely fell in love with the language and culture and everything and food, definitely the food. So yeah, that was my first experience, and I've been pretty obsessed since. But back in the States, there's just not a lot of opportunities to use Lao. I use a lot of Thai and Chinese over the years, and tried to speak and put Lao together as best I could. But quite challenging, especially once Lao people know that you speak Thai. They'd start speaking in like broken Thai with me, and so that was hard. You're like, speak Lao, please. I want to speak Lao. I love Lao. And it was a little frustrating when you're around Lao food and Lao people and whatnot, but still not quite being able to be like fully a part of it. You're welcomed in, but I just wanted to be part of the conversation. Uh, yeah. So that's a little bit about my background with it. I I have a degree from university in Asian studies, so you can see my level of obsession with this stuff. Yeah, I started in business, absolutely hated it, and my goal was always to do like international business. I guess at that time, I just knew I wanted to have an international career, use languages, and be able to be overseas, be a part of different cultures and language, specifically this region. So I petitioned my university to allow me to do a Southeast Asian emphasis with my degree because they had Asian Studies degree, which in the Asian Studies degree, it's just, we all know social studies from growing up in the States, social studies from elementary to high school. So it's just basically a social studies degree for Asia, but the emphasis was towards Japan, Far East Asia, not Southeast Asia. So I petitioned to do a Southeast Asian emphasis, and I studied Thai literature in Thai, I studied Thai history in Thai at the time. I tested out of most of the Thai courses they had available, and yeah, I did a lot of translation work, like clinical trials while I was in university, and then short and for a long time after university was doing translation work from Thai to English, professional level. So yeah, but Lao was always like that like piece of candy you just can't reach up on the shelf. Like you want to eat it so bad, but you can't reach it. I always was trying to find resources online, and there's just wasn't hardly anything. Even when I was looking into coming here, there was hardly any resources, which just honestly really motivated me even more because I thought, hey, I'm going to make these resources here in Laos when I come. My side.
Barry, can you get up and go try close that curtain? It's kind
Yeah,
of
is there a glare?
really right. Yeah.
Is that better? Oh, it's got cold in here. Time to turn the aircon off. Cool. Mai Tai says, what? I don't know what about what, Miss Mai Tai?
Like a Fulang when he visit Laos.
Is there another message that I didn't see yet? Let's see. I want to go back to obstacles. What about any obstacles? I know that there's got to be something. We talked about this in the visa video, actually, in the second, a little bit in the visa video as with Chris, as well as the video, the must knows for Lao that I made with Chris, the second part of that interview. I would just really suggest that you don't sign any long-term contracts your first year. That's been maybe the most annoying loss of money for me here is not knowing the price of things and signing a contract for my renting my place and my bike and different things. Yeah, just be. There's no reason you don't need to. I would take a year to get the feel of price of things and where you want to be and all that. That's more of a long term fix though. Obstacle. Short term, I like the train. I would recommend the train because I'm not a big fan of the buses. I'm only 6 foot, 6'1". I'm not a big guy. Like 185 pounds, but long. My legs are long enough where vans and buses in Asia are so uncomfortable. That this train that goes from Vientiane up to China is a gift from the heavens. It's so
Oh yeah,
comfortable.
the bus here can be really crowded. Even for me, I can
It's
really do
just
that.
so uncomfortable. You're smashed in there with people. Like, it's first of all, the cars in Asia are different size. If you haven't been out here, they're different size. So even like a normal car or truck, I feel like I'm already squished in there. And then you have this van that's packed full, as many people as there are seats with their luggage and bags, and who knows what they take on there with them. Let's be honest. They could have their chicken with them. I don't, no. uh, yeah. So the train has been huge. You just pay a couple. It's like less than $10, $5 to $10 if you're going from here to Vang Vieng to Luang Prabang. Yeah, it's just incredible, and it leaves pretty often throughout the day. So it is a little bit outside the city, that said. So if you're planning on coming here, do be aware that it is outside of the city. You'll have to take a little taxi or whatnot to get there. Yeah, okay. What other as far as the channel goes, maybe a little update on the plans since we talked about the cooking show. That is going to be regular. Hopefully, we'll be doing it Monday to Friday, and I'll try to get the videos up as fast as I can. But those files are quite big, and, and I gotta, yeah, that just
You
takes
gotta
my
go
whole.
try Starbucks and let me know how it works out.
It's
Cause
part of
I
I think
never have problem.
I have a 2015 MacBook that I'm trying to use for doing everything. So first, I gotta take the big files and run them through Handbrake so they can make them smaller, so I can edit and use them, and then yeah, uploading it. So it just a lot of wait time between. But I'm trying to get them out the same day because it would be if we have Monday to Friday. But let's see. I'm sure there'll be days that she can't make it, but if we get 3 or 4, if we get 3 or 4 for the week, I'll be happy. Actually, actually I would be shocked if it continues at 5. I bet you it comes down to 3 because you just get tired every single day.
And it's like, what did we cook today? We cooked
Right.
everything already.
Yeah, I was like, in 30 days, we could really make a dent in this, in all the Lao food that I'd like to
Oh
film.
no, you never run out
Well,
things to
you
cook.
can't run out. You can't run out.
Yeah, you can
That's the best
always
part.
come up with your own recipe.
Last time she said in that video, she said she was gonna make some tam chow mein kang hai.
Hmm.
See, tam chow mein kang hai. Okay, if we're gonna do stuff like that, I'm gonna be even more excited. My Thai
Larry,
said,
if you just click on the comment, it will
yeah.
add, it will bring
Oh,
it up here to the screen.
that's
So that way you
brilliant.
don't have to try to
What is your
read the
ethnic
comment.
background? I'm
Go
Scots.
to the setting.
Oh, I missed one. What's that? Go to
Do you
setting.
see the bottom on the
Yeah.
bottom of your screen? It'll say setting.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then it will just let you choose the background visual. You see it?
What about the background?
When you click on setting, did you
Uh-huh.
see all the stuff, all the list? And click
Yeah.
on the background vision, I think.
This is virtual background.
Yeah, that. Click on that, and then it will allow you if you want to add your own picture or use what they got for you.
Why do we need to use this? Does it make it better?
If you want, if not, you just have that. You don't need to.
It's all right. They can see my house. I don't mind. They can see my house. So, what is your ethnic background? I'm Scots Irish. Yeah, I'm the same. As far as my DNA shows, those DNA tests that they do these days? Had it tested, and I'm about as Scandinavian as it gets. All my different parts were just different bits of England and Scandinavia. So I guess that's why I look mixed. I don't know why every single person I meet thinks I'm mixed with something. Most likely Asian, since I'm speaking Asian languages, which is fine. I just wish I could say I was, because it would be cooler than being like, sorry, I'm just normal Caucasian guy. Let's see. Anthony has a comment. In the Philippines, seem like they have adapted many aspects of Western culture. What aspects of Lao lifestyle can you see Western culture influencing? Oh, it's coming. It is coming. This might rub some people the wrong way, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I like
Do
to
it.
keep healthy and fit, so I notice these type of things. But when I first came to Thailand, Isan, I didn't come to Lao at that time, but starting to see it in Lao. 2006, 2000, like around that time, you didn't see hardly any fat people. Almost none. And since the invent of loads of 7-Elevens with junk food around every corner in Thailand, and now starting to have convenience stores put on every corner in Laos, you're starting to see fat people. That's one of the things I noticed with the Western influence. Like, the more, like in Laos, there's not a lot of overweight people, but it's a lot more than you saw 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Yeah, the Western influence is just all the junk, all the energy drinks, just junk food. Sodas, energy drinks, chips. What else? Like, that are just starting to be sold everywhere. Like, it's crazy to me too, because you'll see even at like the poorest schools will have people still, like local people outside grilling stuff. The students can buy grilled meat and buy real food. And the richer the school gets, the less real food is there and the more shit food is there. The more it's just junk food. In that international school, they have a whole little store that's literally just like a sweet store. It's just all junk food. There's nothing healthy in there, and so to me, it's just anyway. That's my own personal beef. Like we don't need all these. I'd rather have mom and pop shops selling stuff, people out grilling real food, than all these little 7-Elevens and big C's. What else? Western culture influence. Obviously, like Laos still holds on to some of the traditions for the way they dress. They still a lot of people, yeah, still every day people are wearing the traditional skirt. Yeah, the sin, and they'll wear it to work everywhere. You don't see that in Thailand anymore. You don't see that around Southeast Asia. So that's pretty interesting. But as far as the Western influence, I'd say you're seeing more of the younger generation wear more Western style clothes. Showing your belly or showing cleavage or showing more of your body than traditionally would be shown with uh, Lao clothes or the way Lao people dress. So what else? Western influence. Mm, is it Western influence? A lot of kids, a lot of teenagers. This is normal with languages all over the world. Well, if they don't use the Romanized alphabet like we use in English, a lot of languages people will just use. Well, they'll use it to write. So you'll see a lot of kids writing in like using English to write Lao, but it's like man, for me it's so hard to understand. Instead of using Lao to write Lao, they use English to type it, and it's really confusing, hard to understand. Western culture influence on Lao. What do you think? Like,
Um, that's all I can think of. Let me answer Mr. Buggles.
yeah,
He said, do you ever miss living in the States? When I talk, it's static.
yeah, that's my computer. Maybe I'll just like go ahead. Go really low volume when you talk.
Okay,
Still static when you
do
talk?
I miss living in the States? No, I don't. I don't miss anything really. I don't.
Yeah,
um,
me
I
either.
live in Las Vegas, which is like really crowded, and I work in the casino. It's like 24/7, right? Even when I get off work, I come home. It's so noisy. It's like, what is it in the state that it's so noisy?
Mm.
Non-stop, it's like cars, ambulance, fire truck,
Oh,
police, like all that silence is like there's no peace, there's no quiet moment. No, I don't miss that. I don't miss have to wake up to make sure I'm not late for work. I have to give myself extra time to, in the car. So just to make sure that I get there on time in case if there's accident or anything on the way. No, I don't miss anything. I don't miss the
the-
food.
oh,
Um,
it's the worst part of
I
the state.
don't. I can't think of anything really. Can
Uh,
you, Barry? Can you think of anything?
the noise is an interesting thing because even in the states, when I feel like you've turned off everything, and so you should be in complete silence. You sit there for a moment and realize that you have sounds coming from your refrigerator, sounds coming from every direction, different appliances having their own sounds that are still plugged in. There's no real silence in the states unless you unplug everything. And that's the one thing I love out here. It's just so peaceful. There's animal noises, so it probably bothers some people, but I'll take the animal noises over the million of noises from appliances using electricity. And yeah,
Really, I don't. I enjoy animal noise. My neighbor, they raise everything from chicken, roost, like all kinds of animals.
yeah, you would if you haven't lived around animals. I I guess I kind of made this fantasy of being on the farm as I want. That's what I want. Like eventually, family on the farm out here. But
Mm.
I forgot that how crazy loud animals are, and the sounds that they make are sometimes quite terrifying. So, you have to, sometimes you're like, these chickens are like little dinosaurs. They're making the craziest sounds. The pigs sound like a dying baby sometimes, and you're like, I can't. I'm trying to work, and you got the pig back there like, "Rah!" You're like, what's going on? But yeah, I don't. I do not miss the States. That I felt like it was super expensive to eat healthy. The only thing cheap was junk food, and you want to get meat or like healthy food, fruit is expensive, and then it tastes funny because not it's not fresh. It's covered in chemicals and transported for long periods of time. So yeah, I really like living here knowing that my meat hanging outside of the street stall has probably been butchered that day and is fresh despite people being scared of the meat hanging there. It's new, it's fresh, and is not nearly as dangerous as the meat that I used to work as a butcher back home in Albertsons. Yeah, that stuff. Who knows? On it was mass farmed on a big farm and then transported. How long? Like, yeah, the meat's much safer out here. My
And
opinion. My
and
opinion.
you know what? I noticed that people in Laos don't complain.
No, they
People
don't.
back in the they complain about everything. Why they complain about everything? Like all the young
Mm.
girls that work for me, that work with me, they they have like what do you call it? Anxiety, social anxiety, all kinds of
I just think yeah, we've unfortunately we're going.
panic. Like they have all kinds of disease. I don't know what's wrong with them. Like they complain so much. I'm like, you
Yeah,
are in your 20s. Like live your life and be happy and be healthy. Why are you complaining so much?
it's the direction of our society. It's a little scary, you know. I think for me personally, my what I sum it up to is that we've been so focused on making our lives convenient and developing everything to make our lives convenient. We've forgotten that a lot of these things are very healthy for our mental health to do, and you know we need to move, we need to do stuff, we don't need to have everything just perfectly done, and then what that creates is now people expect everything to be not inconveniencing them. If the slightest thing inconveniences them, now I'm upset. And that's kind of what I like out here is you just allow people accept that things aren't going to go perfect. And that's the truth with life. Like every day you're going to meet obstacles and challenges and inconveniences. And so you got to just be able to know how to take everything that comes in, whether negative or positive, and, have a general positive output. Back home, it's like the slightest thing. And then we're getting upset, complaining.
And they're like on medication to keep them calm. Isn't that weird? It's like you take medicine to stay calm.
Yeah, and we are in a pill epidemic right now in the States. It's just whatever things bothering you, there's a pill for it. Just take a pill. When you could just go exercise and eat some good food and get a good night's sleep and see how good you feel.
Yeah, take a long walk, go
Take a
for a
long
bike
walk.
ride. Like I don't hear people complain over here.
People complain over
Like
here.
they're not rich, they don't have money, but they don't complain, they don't worry, they don't mind.
I think a lot of people misunderstand it as complaining out here because people do kind of mention the same thing all the time. They mention that it's hot all the time because it's always hot, and they mention that they're poor all the time, which I just try to keep it. As soon as people say that stuff, you just kind of make a joke out of it and make it like, yeah, it's hot, we're sweaty, it's fun, and the poor thing, like, yeah, we're all trying to make it work wherever we're at. That's why I try to remind people like it doesn't get any easier in the States. We're all just trying to make it happen. Let's
Barry, I
check out
think
this.
this comments for you. I am
I'm
living
living
in
in
Laos.
Laos.
I need some help learning to speak Lao.
Hey, perfect. If you need help, I do private lessons, so that's why I put your comment up there. The shameless plug. But yeah, I do private Lao lessons if you're interested in learning to speak Lao. Whether you want to start, like some people are opposed to starting with reading and writing. I personally think like it's a massive kickstart to your learning to learn to read and write. I couldn't imagine teaching somebody to try to speak English without learning the alphabet. So that's my take on it. That said, if you just want to learn conversational, they can teach you that, no problem. But it tends to be quite difficult when you don't have anything to associate the spoken language with. When you have the the
You
reading and
know,
writing,
that's
then
what I
it
keep
just goes
telling my
together.
husband. I'm like, you need to at least learn the alphabet before you
Right.
can speak right.
I've never understood it, but this is like a huge thing, especially like here in Asia. This isn't even it's so different. Like you go to South America and if you've been there 6 months to a year, which I stayed in Mexico for 6 months, it's almost expected of you from other foreigners that you will have a conversational Spanish, that you'll be able to speak Spanish. Whereas you come to Asia, and then for some reason there's this vibe among expats that you don't need to put any effort or even try to learn the language because it's too hard. And that's just baffles me. Like you want to be illiterate in another country. Like how's your life going to be if you're illiterate back in the States? It's not great, right? You want to be like the do you want to be like the people in the States that come from other countries that just stay within their own in the country and never broaden their their circle? Like that's not what you want. So learn the language so you can be a part of everything here. And the reading and writing, I have a guy that I've been teaching, and honestly, if you put the effort in within a couple of sessions, with a couple of lessons, probably third your lesson, we should be putting words together in Lao, right? Reading and writing. Like I know how to explain it in a way that it's not such a daunting task. So if you're interested in learning Lao, let me know. Let's see. Another comment from Claudia. I want to call him Claudia, and it's not Claudia, it's Anthony. Anthony says, to make the change to Lao, what did you concentrate most on generating? Financing, learning language, learning language, finding work, or researching which area to reside? First of all, you got to figure out how you're going to survive. So, yeah, the finances, how you're going to get over here. Uh, I don't know. I was pretty desperate to get over here, so I tried to make the numbers look like they'd work. And even now, I look at them and I don't know how it worked. And even now, it's like a year later, and I'm still kind of struggling to get the finances right here because I came with nothing, like maybe 1,000 in the bank, if that. And yeah, I was just desperate to get over here. I can't stand life in the States. I knew that I wanted to be in Laos, and yeah, so I just got
And you're
over here,
still alive with
and I'm
1,000 in your bank.
I'd say get your finances right because it's very challenging out here to find ways to make money. If you're a hustler, you can figure it out anywhere to make money, but you just can't apply for any job here. It's very limited jobs for foreigners. You're going to be limited to like basically teaching English, and then if you have some skills in a very specific area, you might be able to find an upper level position with a company. But there's limited positions, so I would recommend people to figure out a way to create uh, money online or transfer whatever you're doing to online because then you can come here making very little. If you make $1,000 a month from whatever you're doing online, you can pay all your bills easily. Like I only spend 500-600 bucks. That's why I keep telling people like as soon as I'm making 500-600 bucks here, I'm golden. I paid my bills and I can do YouTube. Like yeah, I don't have money to go have a lot of fun, but that I can pay my bills. So for $1,000, you're fine. Like most people, like they like to go out for some drinks, entertainment, whatever. Like you're gonna need probably about $1,000 comfortably. Now you make 2,000 from a job back home, Now you're saving money. You're saving money already. That's always been my push for people to, like, if you're curious about coming overseas, come give it a shot, because you will lose money in the beginning. That's a given. You're moving. You're gonna lose money. You got to get situated in a place. That first year, at least 6 months for sure, you may be losing money, but after that, you're gonna be saving like crazy, because it's so much cheaper here to live. Um, the language, if you have no background in it, I'd say get started, because language should be like, have fun with it. Don't make it a daunting task. Learn a bit every day. What is that reel out there all the time that people are like? You'd be amazed if you spend 10, 15 minutes on something every day. You're going to be better at it than 95% of people by the end of the year, because it's just about putting in that little bit of time. You know, I've got a bunch of different languages that I study. I love languages, and if I get bored with something, then I just move on to the next thing and keep studying. Figure out what makes it fun for you. I love the food, so uh, yeah. And then I like old story, like the folk stories and stuff. So I bought a little book, read. Bak Siang Miang. If you don't know this story, it's pretty awesome. The Adventures of Bak Siang Miang. And then as far as where to live, I got all the information for you here for that. So you're gonna have a lot less trouble. There just For me, there wasn't any resources when I was looking to coming. Now and Lao is an amazing channel. Check out his channel. He has loads of stuff on renting and different stuff too. I will continue to try to produce as much content as I can. That's one of the things I do want to make content about, is where to live, renting, what to expect. I'm looking for another person, just like I did for the cooking video. I'm not, yeah, I like to collaborate with people. I'd rather find somebody that's happy doing what they do, and because that will come across in the content, and then they'll have the information that we can get from them. I don't want to try to go places and do things, and I don't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? So I need somebody that I can ask these questions and then relay those insights to you guys. Uh, I'm working on that side. I really think a lot of people will be interested in the real estate side. So great question, Anthony. Appreciate that. Sabadi, who's just joined us. Sabadi พ่อแม่พี่น้องทุกๆคนขอบใจที่ได้มาร่วมนำกัน Thanks for coming, everybody. Start. I see just a hello here. Living in Laos is way better than living in the U.S. Dieselhound. Can't agree more. Yeah, let's so certainly cast my coworker. Can you work 8 hours without complaining? Yeah, it's a challenge. That form. Can you start a business easily there? Let's go with that question. Mike, I'm not going to butcher your last name. Sorry. Mike. Yes, you can. I have a video on that in the second video that I made with Chris. The title is Must Knows for Lao 2024. I think that's the title, Must Knows. And at the very start of the video, you can check that out. We talk about starting a business here. That'll be much better than I'll explain it right now, because Chris is the expert on that area. But it's straightforward, and the best part is you can contact Chris, ask any questions you need to ask, and get the information. He's super prompt about answering, and you don't pay anything until the visa actually goes through. So it's huge. There is a deposit. I don't think we even mentioned that in the videos. There's a deposit, but if it doesn't go through, you get your deposit back, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, I actually deposited money with them to do something that I didn't need later on, because I got a job and they did the visa for me. So they refunded my deposit. I mean, way later afterwards, I'm talking like 9 months down the road. So the guy is solid, and I really recommend Chris, his services. Maybe I should go grab his link for you guys here in my page. What do you think about starting a business? Like, have you ever tried to start a business here? Or
No way. I'm not here to work. I'm not here to think.
I'm sorry, you are retired. Retired.
Yes.
Mr. Sparkle says, let's go with start a business there. The one other point I'd like to make with Chris and me talk about is same thing. Take your time on the business. If you haven't been here, be here in the country for a moment. You can't trust what people say, so you got to put things on paper, just like anything else. I know that a lot of times it will sound like a great deal and everything's going great, but until it's on paper, it's not real. So put it on paper and just, yeah, make, I'm sure you'll do your due diligence here. Work with somebody that's reputable like Chris. Let's go to the next one. Mr. Sparkles. Didn't Chris say in one of your videos there's a digital nomad visa now in Laos? Yes, there is. It's very new, brand new. That's why I put it in the thumbnail, because I'm trying to attract all those people to come to Laos to check out the video, because I don't think a lot of people know that you can be a digital nomad here. And Thailand is absolutely flooded with digital nomads. So a big part of those titles on that thumbnail were geared towards actually people from Thailand, people that are currently in Thailand, because I think that there's a lot of options in Laos that are better than Thailand right now for people like digital nomad visa, and then you don't have to worry about all the visa runs from Thailand, and you don't have to leave the country here. The visa situation here is very ideal right now. If you get that visa, you pay your $500-600, which I know some people might be like, that's a lot. But yeah, try it. Good luck trying to get a long-term visa in Thailand. It's gonna be thousands of dollars if you can even get the lawyer that can finagle it for you. It's not even guaranteed. It's a shady process. So, you know, here it's straightforward. No shadiness about it. Pay the bit of money. You get your paper from whoever's helping you out with it, your service provider, and then you will have to cross the border in Thailand and come back in with this paper, and then you give your visa to your visa service provider, and they will continue to process the work permit and everything for you, or the digital nomad visa portion of it. So yeah, it's pretty exciting because the internet is great here. It's excellent, and infrastructure is everything. Lao is ready for people to come be here now. It may not have been in the past, but it is ideal at this point. I think if you think of, for me, I love it a lot too, because it reminds me of the first time I went to Thailand, Isan, first time I ever experienced Lao culture in northeastern Thailand. The cities were like this, a little different in that everybody here now has smartphones and the internet and everything. So when I first came out here, there was nothing. You had to do everything from an internet cafe. No, people didn't use email. No, there was nobody knew about Facebook at that time, 2006. There was nothing. So this is like the cities are kind of similar to what 15, 20 years ago, but the technology is like the present. So it's kind of a nice combination of, like, you still get the traditional Lao, and but with all the technology that we have. Let's see. What is the ideal good amount of USD to retire there? Good count.
Like you say earlier, 1,000 is really comfortable.
Well, I mean, 1,000. If you're making 1,000 a month, then you'll be all right. So you can retire here on your Social Security or pension. You'll be able to afford it. But you're gonna need a chunk of money before you come. I wouldn't recommend coming without like 10 grand or something. Have some money set aside, because you don't want to be like me not have any money set aside, and you're stressing because I had 2 motorcycles stolen in this last year, and yeah, just a lot of struggles with trying to get the finances right in this last year. So have a little bit of money so you have some breathing room, definitely. Let's see, Claudio's got a question. What do you vlog about? Daily life? Yeah, essentially daily life. I have a lot of areas that I'm very interested in here based off of, years and years being back home and interested in this region, but not being here. But I think the style is like daily life vlog style. Whatever I go do, I don't think I'm gonna change the style of it. It'll still be kind of like a vlog style, even if I go travel places. But yeah, I want to dive into different areas. Like right now, we're diving into the cooking. I'm trying to dive more into the language side. Talked about that. I want to make content for the language for people that are interested in learning Lao. And really like to get into the music. I'm very interested in Lao music, traditional music. So there will be vlogs about that. And then, yeah, just anything and everything throughout the country. There will be a lot of well, as the channel grows and I'm able to travel, I will travel to every nook and cranny of Lao and explore. There's loads of different ethnic tribes, languages, dialects, so I like to explore that stuff. That'll be what we'll be doing going forward, but for the most part, what do I vlog about? Just life here. How about like Gal? I need to introduce to everybody, maybe since I haven't. That was kind of the plan at the beginning. Maybe there are some that don't know you here, but some of them might be from your channel. So everybody that doesn't know, this is Gal, and she has been absolutely lovely. Ging is not on the video here with us, but she might be in the chat
She said she
somewhere.
need to go take shower, and it's been like an hour.
She really needed to get clean. But like Gao and Ging have been so amazing and helped me along the way since they discovered my channel. They had no reason to help me. Like they have a bunch of followers already, but they've been so kind and encouraging about what I'm doing and invited me onto their live stream and encouraged me to do my own live stream. So of course, naturally, who else would I have on my first live stream to help me so I'm not fumbling all over myself? Hey, it looks like we might have a special guest.
Oh, there she is.
Hello. Good morning, guys. Sorry.
Ah,
Did you hear? I said you say you're gonna go take
Malabo.
shower. That was like an hour ago.
Wow, I did the deep clean today, so I need a long shower. Yeah. What you guys up to?
I was just introducing you and like Gal to everybody. Since I'm new to this, can you guys put your your channel in the comments, please?
I can't unless you make us your
How do I do
what do you
that?
call it? King. What do you call it?
Your
Moderator?
co-host or
Co-host?
admin?
Oh, uh-huh.
How do I
Co-host or admin?
how do I do that?
You have to go back to your StreamYard and then I think it'll say something like members.
Yeah.
Okay, connect. Let's see if I can just.
You
No.
need the email though, I think.
Oh my goodness! Can you guys can't you guys can't comment? You can't just comment with your channel name, with your channel.
I
No. If you don't make us
it
your admin, we cannot do anything. We have no power whatsoever at all.
But you can still comment, right?
Yeah, comment, but not like, not link, not being able to share
Putting the
any kind of link.
like
Hmm.
if you type as the link, it's not gonna show as the link. Like people will not be
Mm,
able to click on the link.
right. Let's see. Um, I don't understand. A.
But that's the handle to my channel. I think if you just type that in, it would just pop up in the YouTube.
Okay. Yeah. Throw that in there. Throw that in there, and we'll
For
figure this
now.
out. This is the first one. We'll figure it out. But I wanted to definitely send everybody here over to check out your guys' page. They've been so helpful with everything. Uh, Doing YouTube and live streams here in Lao. They've had so many suggestions, and I've been on their live stream. Everybody, so check out their channel. Can you let everybody know a bit about what your channels are about? What do you guys vlog about?
Mine it's just about like yours, just life in Laos, pretty
Well,
much.
pretty much. Laos Connect though Laos Connect's a little different, isn't it?
And then the last connect with K and K.
That's
Yeah.
Laos Connect with K&K.
Mhm.
That
So
one
that
is pretty much just all about visas and stuff like that. But my personal channel is about life in Laos.
yeah. K&K has got lots of great information. That's where you guys put your live streams where you talk about all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on a couple of your live streams and we got into lots of different topics. So you can find loads of information there about living in Laos.
Yeah, like
Yeah, the
insurance and all kinds, right? We talked about rents. We talk about almost anything that we can think of.
I'm not going to count. King, how
Like,
about
yeah, don't
my
call her
English?
King.
Oh,
Just
now I
King.
can't remember. Sao King, Sao King. So, lady, good morning to you from the U.S. Oh, this is a Hmong name for sure. Vam Ying. Yeah, something like that. I always forget. I need another thing on the plans for this channel as we grow is I've been wanting to learn Hmong forever. It's the biggest ethnic group here in Lao. Besides Lao, like besides Lao speakers, Hmong speakers are the largest. It's the largest, most amount of speakers. Oh man, I can't speak English. คนมงหลาย นอกจากคนลาวกับคนมงก็หลายที่สุด So
Do you know any Hmong in Vientiane? Have
I
you run
don't.
into?
I've run into plenty of Hmong, but I don't know anybody personally. I don't know. But I studied like I'm so curious about languages. I studied, looked at YouTube, studied just like I did with Lao, but studied Hmong from YouTube back home, and yeah, I remember bits and pieces of what I studied. I've spent enough time that I should know a little bit, but yeah.
When you
I,
have
I
more time, when you have more free time, I will introduce you to these girls. Remember that one girl that I told you that she's my best friend's daughter?
oh, I knew she
That
was
she
Hmong as soon as
studied
you
in
sent that to
Vientiane.
me. Yeah,
Yeah, she has a friend that is Hmong, and they go to her hometown all the time.
right.
So if
Yeah, I went.
when you
I
have
went to
free
teach Hmong
time,
to the
then
kids. Remember in my video, I went to that Hmong village to teach English to the kids there, and it was incredible. And like the little bit I've studied of Hmong, I was able to learn some words and catch some things here and there. But yeah, I definitely need more than just 30, 40 hours on YouTube watching Hmong videos. I need to sit down and nail down the consonants because the consonants can be quite challenging with Hmong. The vowels and the tones not difficult. Like for my background, not difficult, but some of the consonants, whoa. So luckily though, Hmong is written with the Romanized alphabet. So apologize if I got your name wrong, but it's something along the lines of Yang, right? Awesome. Let's go on to our question here from No Name, our new friend, number 1. Okay. Number 1, Lao Lover. How about transferring a large amount of retirement funds over 400K to banking in Lao? Does anybody know about that? I don't know about transferring.
King can explain all that transfer money to Laos.
All right, Ging, thanks for coming.
Well, how large? Like how much? It's like over
400 grand.
10,000.
That's a
Whoa.
lot.
Well, I
Man.
think if you're gonna transfer 400 grand, you need to split it to small amount, less than $10,000 each time,
At a
because
time.
if you at a time, if you transfer over $10,000, you will need the evidence and you need the reason, most likely evidence that they want to know why you need to transfer a big amount of money over to Laos. Is what this money come from? They would want to know. So um, you need to check with your bank in the US. What is uh, the law saying there. Like I think if you if you transfer more than $10,000, the bank will report to the IRS as well. So I think like more likely you would have to contact your bank, and then also here in Laos, what account that you're gonna transfer to, what bank. You need to contact that bank as well. I think like both bank will need the proof why you need to transfer that much money. Unless you transfer less than $10,000 each time, then it should be okay.
So, Ging, would you recommend even putting that much money in the Lao banking system though? Like I feel like, put a little bit in the Lao banks, but wouldn't it be better to keep your dollars in the US banks? I wouldn't want to keep a large amount of money in the banks here.
Yeah, I mean personally, I would not transfer everything in Lao Bank. Probably
Yeah.
some of it, like some that you think that it what like that much money. Why you need that for? Is it business? If it's business, then it will be um another subject, right? But like why want to transfer so much money? 400,000, that's a lot of money.
Oh, let's say goodbye to Anthony real
I
quick.
think
Thanks for joining us, man. He's been here since pretty much the beginning, over an hour. Anybody that comes and spends even a couple minutes, I appreciate your time. Anthony, thank you. Thanks for the kind comments. I'm gonna keep working. I appreciate anytime somebody says you're doing good work and keep it up, because sometimes this is it can be a thankless job. Like this is a full-time, more than a full-time hustle, right? You're trying to make it work, and you get haters out there, and you get different things be putting yourself out on the internet. So uh, and you wonder if any of it's even going to work, or if it's all just ridiculous and you're just you're crazy. So it's really nice when people enjoy what you're doing. I appreciate the comments, and thanks for joining us. สบายดีทุกๆคนที่มาเพิ่งมา I think a lot of people just joining, or not a lot, but we got BA British Army
the
just joined. Good evening, good morning, wherever you're at. We're here. The sun's coming through my window now. It's just early morning. Let's see. I don't. Oh yeah, Mai Tai had this question. Let's throw that up there. Do you like Luke Tung or Molam? Ging and Gao Makpandai.
I like Luk Tung. I like Molam. I like all kinds. Like I love music.
Yeah, me too. And that's why I mentioned that I really want to get into the music. I contacted different like teachers when I first got here because I really would like to learn how to sing and I want to learn how to play the pin because I love the pin and like I don't know if everybody knows what the pin is. It's like the Lao guitar. It's like a 4-string guitar, but you hear it in all the traditional music. I think it's incredible, and I love to learn that and film me like learning the music and making vlogs about learning traditional music and singing and stuff. So we'll see. There's a lot of cool stuff to explore here. Molam Luktung. That must be Sao King's favorite. หะเอ้ยไปใส่ละสาวกิงบออยู่ละ
ไปอยู่แล้วไปแล้วมิดแล้ว สงสัยเอาลูกๆออกไปเข้าห้องน้ำ
เอามีลูกจักคน
She got a lot of cats. She got like 10, over 10 cats.
To
She has
listen
cat.
more
Cats and dogs.
Spanish music or trance or
She
deep
have no
house music,
human kids,
something like
but
that.
she have a lot of cats and dogs.
I thought you said you had a trans cat. All right. We have.
I love to dance. I love to dance.
What is it? Like, see, this is how little I know, and this is why I want to get into it more. Like, I'm trying to think of an example of Luke Tung, an example of Molam. Like, sometimes I don't know how to differentiate the two, which one's which, and which
You
one
know
I'm
what?
listening
Molam
to.
is more like rapping, right? Like almost like they're talking.
Ah, okay, that's
Luk Tung
Molam.
is more singing.
Ah, okay,
Like country
okay.
music. Luk Tung is just country music.
I love that here, guys. I live a little outside the city in Vientiane, but it's just peaceful for the most part. But like every morning when you wake up, people will usually be somebody in the neighborhood will be playing traditional music, and I love it. You wake up, fresh morning air. I also live in a little like farm, so it's super fresh in the morning, and then you got the traditional music playing from somewhere to start your day. It's a nice little
Yeah, over
song.
here you don't even have to turn on music because your neighbor will have the music
Somebody
on.
Or
From
the
left and
temple,
right.
or it's the temple. The temple's like right next door to me. It's not far. The temple's far enough away that they don't bother me, but you know, the temple usually plays pretty loud music, and you can hear it from here. So I like it. It's peaceful for me.
Yeah, not like annoying loud, but yeah, it's
No.
peaceful and it's enjoyable.
Definitely. And then you hear the monks in the morning. It's just a nice start. You got the music, then the music stops. You have the monks walking around, taking alms and saying prayers. It's a lovely start to the day. So I'd recommend anybody, if you're in Lao or coming to Lao, get up.
Okay, who can
early.
answer that question? Is it easy to retire in Laos?
Let's see. That's not me. I'm not retired, so we have to give you the stage here.
I hate to say it's easy for me because I already have a house in Laos, so I pretty much don't need much money, you know, to spend. Like I don't need a lot of spending money because I don't have mortgage payment, I don't have car payment, I don't have bills, only utilities like, you know, powers and water and internet. As far as food, if we eat Laos food, is pretty it's inexpensive unless you go eat Western food like pizza, hamburger and stuff like that. It's expensive. But I don't know how it would be like for other people.
It really depends if I think a huge factor is what you will be eating. It really is. If you enjoy or you can find the Lao foods that you like, and you're gonna not spend anything. But if you are like many foreigners that they maybe they need their porridge or you need your hamburger or pizza, you're gonna spend way more, way more. It's $7-8 for something like that versus $1 for a Lao dish. So keep that in mind. Your expenses are going to be quite a bit higher if you're going to need to go buy Western foods from the supermarket and stuff. But if you go to the market like I do and you just buy Lao food and fruit, it's very cheap. That's probably one of your biggest factors in retiring here. Like, can you live local, like a local, or do you have to live like you did in the U.S.? Do you have to have your air on all the time? Are you gonna run your AC all day long, or are you gonna enjoy the warm weather? I like warm, you know. So the AC adds up. It's not expensive here, really. I know people that have their AC going all the time during the month, and they still only pay less than what you pay back home. 30-40 bucks. But I don't run my AC, and even when I ran it all the time, which was at night. Like I never run it during the day. Very rarely do I run it during the day. I'll have a fan on during the day, and then just have it at night. It's like 15-20 bucks for your aircon during a bit like the high season, and then maybe you know it gets cheaper. Like I didn't pay anything for a couple months, really, like a dollar or two for a couple months because
Sorry.
it's so nice. The weather's
Our
beautiful.
power bills hasn't gone over $20 a month, mostly $10 a month, and that's us like AC almost all day, all night,
Yeah.
and everything is on.
That's why I say like you're really your diet is going to be one of your most
Mhm.
is like your determining factor. Do you like to go to the coffee shop and get expensive coffees all the time? Are you gonna drink local coffees or go to coffee shops to spend 5 times that much? Like, what are your habits? Because the basic stuff is so cheap, like your electricity, water, and all that stuff. Like your cost of living is quite cheap on it for the other things. I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, it's
Let's
the
see.
lifestyle.
Can you buy a house there,
Sorry.
or do you have to be a Lao citizen to do so?
That's King's question. King's
All right, King,
area of
fly.
specialty.
Can you buy a house there, or do you have to be a Lao citizen? Yeah, you have to be a Lao citizen. At the moment, there's no law for the foreigner to buy property here in Laos. And I mean, you can buy the house, but the land title would not belong to, would not be in under your name. The buy and sell contract can be your name, but the most important thing, you need your name to be in the land title for the
Mm.
property. So without the land title, you will not be able to sell. If you want to resell it, or you want to, you know, um, so you need to have like a family member or somebody that you can trust as a Lao citizen, because you're gonna need your name for the golden frame land title. Uh, yeah.
Wait, so I misunderstood because I was under the impression that you can rent the land for like 99 years. So you're saying if I buy a piece of property or whatever, I can have it for 99 years, but I don't actually own the property?
Right. You don't.
Sure, like
There's
you don't own it for 99 years, or like there's no such thing as owning
no
property.
you No, only the Lao citizen that can own property. When you say owning, right, that means like the title need to be in your name.
Yeah.
If you just buy it and the basically receipt or like contract, the buy and sell contract,
Mm-hmm.
it could be anyone's name. It could be your name. That's fine. But the most important thing if you want to resell that title, that land, that property, then you need the golden flame land title. And without that, you will not be able to sell. And if you're not Lao citizen, there's no, it's not possible to uh, to have your name in that land title. You need the Lao person because when you register for the land title, like if you buy somebody property, right, then they're gonna transfer this land title under your name. And when they transfer that land title under your name, you need Lao ID card, you need anything, something, household registration, you need something that prove that you are the Lao citizen. If you don't have, then yeah, if you're not Lao, basically you're not gonna be able to own the land. Or I heard this few interviews talking about like, oh, like you can own the land just by buying the property, and then it's like gonna be in the sell contract, right? Buy and sell contract. But that's not like it's not. Yes, it could be in your name, but when you want to sell it, uh people who will buy it, they will look into the golden flame land title. Without that, people would not buy.
I'm a little confused then. So like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm confused because I thought that you could like rent slash buy for 99 years or something like that. But so yeah, if you
That's probably in Thailand. Like I heard like there's the law in Thailand. Like if you, but I haven't heard such a thing. Like, but if the foreigner buy the property, and then you can, after the 99 years, it can, belong. It could be yours because if you're um become Lao citizen, maybe.
uh,
But I mean, who knows, right? The law might change.
right,
But at the moment, there's there's no such a thing that foreigner can own property here.
right. Interesting.
I mean, you can buy it, but it's not is the land title is not gonna be under your name
So what, does
because
it just stay under the
they're not
government's
allowed a
name?
foreigner to.
Is it what, the land title just
Yeah,
stay like the
you
government
need
just
you
holds the
need
title or
the
something?
Lao person. You need a Lao citizen, either your friend, your family,
Uh-huh.
or whoever that you.
I guess what I'm saying is if you buy it, if it's possible to buy, then who holds the title if you don't? The government? Like
Well, I mean,
who's
you
holding that land?
they will ask for the Lao person
Oh, okay. They'll
to
just say
to
you can't buy
transfer
it.
for to transfer the land title to.
Yeah,
They need the Lao citizen. Um, so you can buy apartment, right? But
yeah,
you're not gonna be able because apartment is not like you own the land.
right.
You just own the unit, so it's possible to buy
Mhm.
the apartment. But yeah, but you're not gonna
Yeah,
be able to buy the house or the property that give you that land title of golden flame.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
It's probably
that's a proper
better.
title.
Personally, though, I don't see why you want to buy a property. Why you want to buy like a house if you're a foreigner? it's so much easier to just rent because you can do like a year lease, 5 years. You can do like a long-term rental. Why buy it? What if something happened to you? Right? Like it's why you want to commit to something like that. I
Yeah.
really don't see the point.
It just depends. Like
Even
for
my
me,
mom's house, I don't even worry that it's not under my name. It's like I just live here.
right? Yeah, I guess it depends if you're gonna be here long term or not. I could see. Yeah, I don't know. For me, like being that I want to be here for a long time. For no, like I'm. It's good to know this stuff because like hopefully one day I have my own like farm out in the country somewhere, and if I can't own the land, then that's it's a little scary. Like you gotta, yeah, I wouldn't recommend anybody to do that because those are all the bad stories you hear. When somebody's,
Oh, because you're afraid that you're gonna get kicked out, like after you build a house and
yeah, I
invest
mean, you never
into
know.
it,
Like
and then
maybe,
they're like, you have to leave.
right, right. You
Well, I
never
mean,
know.
get married to the Lao girl then.
What if she's like, I'm done. I'm sick of you. Goodbye, buddy.
That can happen also.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do that to my husband. I mean, even if we separate and if he invests in the property, I mean,
Yeah,
I would still, let it's him half of it. If he's my husband, but in the future, if we separate or whatever, but he already invests his money in there, I would, I would not, I would not kick him out.
well,
I
that's
mean, it
probably,
depends on the person, though.
yeah, that's why you guys aren't getting separated. You guys, because you're a good person. It's not the good people you worry about. It's the ones that separate. How many times you hear stories like this over out in these parts of the world where it's like guy's got all of his properties and houses under wife's name,
Hmm.
and then she just decides that he's out, and she goes takes a new husband and
Oh yeah, I hear
all their stuff.
stories like that too many times.
So definitely
Yeah.
need to exercise extreme caution when it comes to if yeah, I don't know, like you said, it might. That's why I kind of like the rental idea, I guess, with Thailand, and that doesn't exist here because hey, just let me rent the land and do whatever I want for. I don't have to own it. If you say I don't own it, cool. But if it's mine to do what I want with it for the 50, 100, whatever, as long as I'm alive, then great. I just don't want somebody to be able to take it out from under me. But I guess I don't know.
Well,
It's pretty direct.
you you need to find a trustworthy girl.
That's true. Let's check out BB's comment. BB says, "Can you do videos on different hotels I can stay at when I come visit Lao from US?" Um, have you guys done much for renting videos here?
You know what? I like in Laos,
Actually,
most places
tomorrow we are talking about
they
it.
have it on Facebook. So if you want to check out like hotels, I think you just have to type in hotels in Vientiane,
Yeah,
hotels in Laos, and it will just pop up in Facebook though, because we don't Laos people don't do website. They just
no,
do Facebook.
yeah,
Like
I
most of the
mean,
business
I
on
mean,
Facebook.
what because I used to work for the travel agency, and I
hmm
work a lot. I worked most of the hotels in Laos and
hmm
Cambodia and Thailand, but I mean, depends on his budget, right? Like, what is he looking for? I mean,
yeah.
we can recommend a good, nice hotel. Like what style, what is the budget? Definitely can recommend that too, because I also have few coworkers that also stay in a hotel and they satisfy. We definitely can recommend that too.
Well, I don't know. How can you guys connect? Because then you guys can. figure out which hotel. Maybe you can give some recommendations. But how can you guys connect?
Well, just follow us on the Laos Connect with K and K on Facebook page, and then he can contact us, message us directly,
Perfect.
and then like yeah, or if he knows his budget now, like I can mention the name of the hotel and he can check it out. Most of the hotel are up on the either booking.com or Agoda or you know.
Right. Oh, awesome. I'm glad we can be able to connect you guys because for me, I have to, how do I put it? When you're making YouTube videos, I think you got to do stuff that interests you. Otherwise, you're going to burn out and it's just the videos aren't going to be good because you don't have a natural interest in it. So I try to only make videos about things that are relevant to me, things that I'm really interested in. So then I know that it's going to come across in my videos. Like people are going to feel my happiness in the video. So making videos about hotel rooms sounds awful. Sorry, like I'm not interested in going hotel to hotel trying to ask them to do videos about their hotel rooms. I don't want to stay in a hotel anyways. I'd rather stay, in a guest house that's cheap. It's I can travel more. The hotels are expensive. Especially if you have maintenance, you need an expensive hotel, 4 or 5 star. That's a great like luxury, fun experience. But yeah, guest houses are like 100,000 around, so $5-6.
I am
And
high maintenance. Okay.
yeah, I will be making videos like real estate type of videos. I'm interested in making like videos about uh different houses, like traditional style houses. Like I have to find the angles that make me interested in it. Like in a hotel is not really interesting to me for a video. Going to houses,
Yeah.
filming those ins and outs, learning about how it's built and what it's like, and all the different aspects of it and the costs and stuff. Yeah, I'll make videos like that going forward for sure. But I do not anticipate making any videos going from hotel to hotel or guest house to guest house. A lot of people, even in the other videos traveling, they always show the guest house, and I'm like, it's kind of boring. Like, who I don't know. Like, I guess you get to see what you get when you
Yeah, it's
travel.
not. Yeah, I think it's not your niche. Like
Not my niche.
when you do the a video, and you just want to focus on what you're passionate about, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
um yeah, but
And I can,
B&B, you can. I mean, we would be happy to recommend you the 4 5 star hotel, the high, like the nice hotel. I could recommend you to if you want to, if you
awesome.
want to know. Just connect with us on the Facebook page. Laos Connect with K and K, and would send you a few lists of the hotel of the 4 or 5 star star hotel, and you can done the research from your end.
B&B, I apologize. I just told you I'm not doing those videos, and you say I love all your videos. Yeah, thank you so much for coming to watch the videos. I really appreciate that comment, and thanks to Sao King for helping connect us with the high soul hotels.
High,
the,
high,
the four
Well,
or five the 4 or 5 star
high-end
hotels.
I,
I don't know anything
five
about that.
stars
yeah,
hotel.
Oof.
it just happened to
B&B wants to come teach
when I
English to
work.
children for free, though. Let's see.
Yeah,
I want to teach free English to children when I come and visit. My first thought was you want a 4 or 5 star hotel because you're high maintenance, and then you're gonna go teach free English. It's gonna be a 9-day difference in those two places. Very, very different. Like if I'm just wondering if you can you handle what you'll be getting into if you need the 4 or 5 star hotel, like your experience teaching English for free is going to be half star. It's gonna be like hot, no aircon in a room. You can check out my Hmong my videos teaching the Hmong kids. Like it's you're out in the jungle. It's hot, 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 hot. So, and you're gonna go to orphanage or teach your children. Oh, have you done it before? You're saying so. BB keeps on. Yeah, yeah. So you're aware. I was in Lao 5 years ago.
Mm.
So yeah, but I love that you want to do that because they need it. They need it. They desperately need it, and can't just be me and a few people. We need. If I want to make a video about that, and specifically just a video about what you can do while you're in Lao to, if you're interested in helping out. Uh, some options that people can do. 'Cause I think a lot of people come here with volunteering in mind, and there's a need for a video about different volunteering options for people because it can be hard to find. And there's orphanages and there's little English programs ran in different various cities, Luang Prabang, Quang Vien here. There's the Hmong school that's way out in Muang Phung. But there's different things that I think I can connect people with so that they can come do some positive work while they're out here. I also think it's a great way to be amongst the people. Like a lot of people are looking for a way to be immersed or experience Lao. Like what better way than while you're volunteering? It's a really perfect way to get to know all the other people volunteering, and I'm sure that wherever you volunteer, they'll invite you for food. Just nothing but good things can come from volunteering. So highly recommend it. And find the right place though, because you do need to let them know ahead if it's not a set up program that have been around for a minute. You can't just show up anywhere. You do need to let some places know, like you said, if they aren't established, because they'll have to let the village chief know you're coming, and this things run a little different. So you let people know, and then it should be no problem. You can come. I love it when people say they want to come teach or whatnot, because I did that teaching and I'm like, I want to bring more people to come for these kids to get to experience different people and use the language. Let's see. Last question. Sorry. No worries, man. You can ask as many questions as you need. Which part of Lao is better for retirees? All right. So, me you Pudi, I'm not now. We only have one person that's retired. So you are our expert.
I would suggest like up north or south because of the weather, right? It's cooler for most
South is
people that
cooler?
come from the States. Yeah, like up north or way south.
Okay.
Yeah, in the middle it's kind of hot. Like the hottest part is where I'm at in the middle. But I think like way north or way south is cooler, I think, right, King?
I thought the South is hotter.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I would say
Pak Se
that
is cool. Pak Se is
Oh,
like
but that's true. But okay, so there's the Paxe is on a plateau, the Bolivian plateau, where they grow incredible Arabica coffee because it only
what you
can grow
mean
at those
Paksong,
elevations.
Paksong, right?
song. Yeah.
Song. So yeah,
Paksong.
those places would be cool. I didn't even think of that. I kept on being
A
like, I
lot of
don't know if I want to go
waterfalls. The
stay down south
weather
too
is
much,
Pakse
but I
is
forgot they're on
still
a
hot.
plateau. What's
Pakse
that?
is a bit hot.
Is
It's
it
a
a bit
bit
hot?
hot because it's in lower area, but Paksong is in the plateau,
Okay, that's why I think
area,
it's
higher area. Yeah. So yeah, it's like a 70 uh most likely like 70s degrees, or around 20 something degrees Celsius uh all year long, for in Song. So anyone who has like a issue with humidity, I would recommend the Song. But I mean, seriously, it depends on your lifestyle, right? Like, if you like you want to live in And we're close to the city, or like you're okay with living in the small city? I mean, what do you want? You know, it's your preference, right? So that you have to go back and ask those questions. It's very important before you decide to live what part of Laos that it's suitable for you.
Right. You need to definitely decide if I'm assuming you've probably been here, probably, but since you're thinking about coming for retiring, you've probably been out here before. But if not, then yeah, the cities are very small. So even Vientiane is like
Mm,
very compared to a U.S. city and everything that you have available to you. Vientiane is very very small. It has everything you could want. I don't know about these other smaller cities like Luang Prabang. Still, you can get everything you would want as a Westerner. Uh, I don't know. Most cities now, you probably can get everything you really want as a Westerner. Pak Song, Pak Se, Tak Kek,
Yeah,
Luang
even
yeah.
Prabang.
Takek is such a small town, but it's got everything. Maybe because we're
Ravang
like
has
right
nothing,
across
so
from
nobody.
Nakhon Phanom, where they can just get on the ferry on the boat and
Uh-huh.
bring whatever they want.
Right. All right. Well, yeah. So if you're thinking about retiring Lao, you're already aware that it's going to be small town living, so yeah. After that, consider what weather. I would love to live up north. I think where it's a little cooler, but the burning season is a factor with there being so much
Mm.
smoke in the air and the atmosphere during the burning season. But I need to go check out. So I can't give you guys a great answer on this one because I haven't been to lots of parts of Lao yet. I still need to go see what it's like, and then I'll report and let you guys know what's the best spot.
Yeah, but would highly recommend for the Indian and experience that themselves, right? Like come and stay and maybe travel around and
Hmm.
stay there for to experience it yourself, because sometimes people have the different preference. People think differently, right? Like if either if they say like, oh, I like the north part of Laos or the south part of Laos, and he might not like it. The person might not like it. It depends on you. I think the best way is just to come and stay for probably, like sometimes here in each province, or maybe,
Mhm.
like if Luang Prabang, probably stay there for like a month and then come to Vientiane and stay here for a month and then go to the south, either Takek or Savanakhet or um, Champasak province. Um, I think like, I think experience that way would be, then will help the person to decide,
Yeah,
what is suitable for individual. Yeah.
probably. It depends what you. Yeah, it depends what you like. Because Vientiane just it doesn't really have anything like as far as nature goes. So if you just want a city, then Vientiane maybe. But if you want mountains and rivers, then some of the other provinces have beautiful mountains and rivers and nature. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, come check it out. There's loads of different landscapes and different weather, but you can find places with a little bit cooler climate. It's not all hot all the time everywhere here in Laos. When I went up north, it's very cold in December. It's freezing. Yeah, especially at night, it got quite cool, and there's no heat, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any more questions.
Yeah.
We're getting. How do I take a question? There we go. Aha. How do I take one off? Awesome. Well, we're reaching that 2 hour mark, and my stomach's growling. I need some Lao food.
Need some loud breakfast.
Right, I need some Lao breakfast. I have some.
Kin khao sao.
I have some pink eye and some mukok. Maybe all
Leftover,
kuakai saiganai.
ไข่เจียว
Oh, okay.
คั่วไข่
เจียว
แล้วก็
ไข่
ใส่ห
คั่
มู
ว
กรอบ
คั่วอ๋อคั่วไข่ใส่ห
คั่
มู
วไข่
กรอบ
ใส่หมูกรอบ
แน่นอน And I got my friend here. I should introduce you guys to this guy. Come here.
คั่วไข่รวมมิตร คั่วไข่รวมมิตร
Uh-huh.
Come on. What are you doing? Now, come here. What are you doing?
Hey, bye, baby. Nice to meet you.
Come on.
Nice to meet you, baby. And for the hotel, just follow us on Laos Connect with K and K, and
My shadow the last
message
week or
us
two.
if you want a
That's your
recommendation
friend
for the
that you want to introduce us?
4 or 5-star hotels.
This is Garfield.
Oh, Garfield.
He's not fat enough to be Garfield.
Well, he's always hungry, that's for sure. Because I don't know where it came from, but he oh, yeah, you little shiz. He found my food. I forgot I had food sitting here.
Yeah, he definitely got the pattern of Garfield.
Exactly. I named him Garfield.
You just need to you just need to feed him more หมูสามสั้น เนาะ
Oh,
Yeah, I
don't make
don't
him
know.
overweight. We don't want that.
I don't know where it came
Overweight
from,
cat
but
in Laos.
he's become my best friend. He's become my shadow. He literally follows me everywhere. He just showed up, and now you want to stand on the computer, eh? Yeah. He showed up like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I always eat a lot of like stuff with bones, and my dogs passed away end of last year. Poor
Oh.
dogs got
Oh,
canine
I'm
death.
sorry.
Barry, where you stay right now, do you sign like a year lease, a year contract,
I
or
did sign a year lease.
oh, when does it end? When is it?
This is why I call him Garfield. Look at this guy. He just comes and plops down by me until I give him food.
Ah, so you just lay there, huh? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He literally just comes up to me and talks. Meow, 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 meow,
Yeah,
and
we
then
talked
just
about you.
lays right down on me until I give him some food. But
Yeah.
I give him food, so he just keeps coming around.
Is
But
he fixed, Larry?
he's not neutered. I know he's just like a stray cat, but I get these stray cats that come around and they're always really scared, but he's not so scared. So he started just being really friendly with me, and now he just wants loads and loads of pets and food and to lay down with me.
Oh, from
Don't you?
Canada. There's someone from
Yeah.
Canada there.
Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Stretch. All right.
Oh, when did you say your lease is up, Barry?
My lease is up in February, so it was just a year, and I've just been paying them month to month.
Oh, so it's already been up. So now you just paying. Okay, so you can leave anytime.
Yeah. But I mean, I can leave and I can't leave. They rented me that motorcycle that got stolen, so I'm still paying them on that motorcycle too. Yeah. So
they stole the motorcycle, so you have to pay for.
Yeah.
They stole it from you.
Yeah. So I rented the motorcycle from my landlord, and then somebody stole the motorcycle out from our yard here, and I have to pay back. Fun.
Yay.
Well, I'd recommend to everybody, if you're coming to Lao, lock your motorbike up nice and safe. For real, though. Just don't. It's not really an issue, but just don't give anybody an opportunity. Like, if you can, lock your motorbike up in the house. It's not really safe. Even I have a gate. Like, it's my home is all surrounded by a big wall and a gate, remote gate. But yeah, they still figure out a way to get your bike out of here somehow. People's homes. I'm not the only one that has had this happen. So if you're coming to Lao, you're parking at restaurants, parking anywhere out in the city, get a ticket from park somewhere where there's a guard that you can get a ticket for your motorbike parking. Because I've had 2 bikes stolen here. The first one, I went and it was my third week. I bought a new bike and I went to Kam Kong, so the riverside where everybody goes. And I think a couple of drunk teenagers stole my bike because when I arrived, they were bothering me to give them money for booze, and they seemed really messed up, like not just on alcohol, like on other stuff too. So I went ahead and moved my bike down the road away from, but they just watched me and then they went and grabbed it while I was in the restaurant. And yeah, the second one I rented and it was just in my yard. So if you're out and about, choose ticketed parking if you can. Lock the steering column for sure. And yeah, you should be fine. It's not doesn't happen all the time. I just had terrible luck.
Sounds like they
sucks.
liked you very.
Yeah.
You probably being too nice to the people, huh? So they see your weakness.
I don't know. I don't know. The one that's stolen from my house is just really strange. Like, no, it didn't. There's no evidence of anybody coming or going, but I wouldn't want to accuse my landlord of just taking it and trying to charge me for it. But it's just so strange because, yeah, like I said, the gate wasn't
Mm.
open. There was no evidence of anybody coming in to take it. I sleep with my windows open at that time. I have dogs. The dogs didn't bark. There's no. I didn't hear anything in the night. So how did that bike just disappear? Other than
Maybe it's the way to keep you around. It's like,
it kind of
let's
felt
do
like
this to keep this guy here.
I was telling him I didn't want to extend the lease and stuff, but I was probably gonna leave, and I felt a little bit like we'll keep him around if he owes. And they did. Yeah, it was just really weird. They came to me and they're like, "We want $1,000 something for the bike." And the bike's like 12
What?
years old. It's only worth maybe a couple $100.
Wow.
And then I was like, "No, like that's a bit
Jeez.
much." They're like, well, we'll accept 16 million. We'll accept $800-900. I'm like, it's from 2010. What, like, what are you guys trying to do to me here? And then they told me
Wow.
you can't leave until you pay the bike off. And I was like, wow, okay, this is strange.
Wow.
But I'm not trying to get down on that stuff. I got like some more important stuff. If that's the attitude
Well,
and they just want some money, I'll just I'd rather give them some money and then everybody's better off for it, and then nobody's out there saying, I don't want them to say bad things about me to people. That's what I worry. Like, this guy, they're pretty well like known in the community, or I don't know. I just don't like to have anybody out there speaking badly of me. So
Mm.
give them the money and move on.
The reason I asked is
Oh my
because
gosh, what are you doing, dude? Sorry. This
King,
guy's-
remember that house that I went check out? The guys actually
mm,
contacted me back. He's like, "Are you still interested in the house?" And I said, "Yeah, I was waiting for the end of the month to contact you back because you still have rental,
Mhm.
until the end of
uh-huh.
this month." And then I was just waiting for, what's going to happen with that house and how it's going to work out. And if things work out the way I, wanted to,
Mhm.
I was going to, the reason I asked, because I want to invite you to come to Tekek and stay.
Yeah. Oh, that would be lovely.
Like free rent forever.
What? That would be too
I
nice.
just need someone to stay at the house because I can't watch every places. I can't.
That would be awesome. So wait, can you say that again? Because my cat, I'm gonna put him outside. He wants to be on top of me. Get up. Come on. Go. He won't, like, yeah. If I'm giving him attention, then he just like walks away and goes sit somewhere
Oh.
else and stares at me. And then when I'm not giving him attention, he just wants to like lay on my hands or get in my way.
Yeah.
I was saying I went check out one of the house close by. It's like not far from here, about 2 minutes from where I live right now, where I stay right now. And if things work out, with the house, the rental move out, and paperwork go through perfectly. And I'm not going to have anyone stay there. So I
Mhm.
want to invite you to come to Takek to check out Takek and stay at the house.
Well, you don't have to ask me
Mhm.
twice.
You can stay like forever at that house for free.
Consider it done. I've been. I'm so ready to get out of Vientiane, and I just, as soon as there's opportunity, I would love to get out and explore somewhere different. And I've heard really good things about Takek. It's so close to lots of nature and really cool spots to explore. So that would be incredible. I
Yeah,
hope.
Mhm.
that would be a perfect spot for you. Close to, close to everywhere, right? Like you can go to Savannah Cave, Masak, 4,000 Island, and yeah,
And
there's a lot to for you to explore.
and
There's
plus,
so many caves in Kamwan province.
yes, I've heard this, and I wasn't. I heard about it before, but I actually had been in some caves, and I'm like, I'm not a cave person. But then I went to Vientiane with my 8-year-old friend. We used to teach together in Shanghai. We were colleagues at the international school there, at the bilingual school. So had him over here, and he's like, "We're going into these caves." I'm like, "You might be. I don't go. I'm not going into a cave. This is." He said, "No, we're going in the cave, and I'm going to scare the crap out of you." And of course, he's 68, and he's telling me we got to go in the cave. I can't really not go, so he's dragging me through this cave. And my thought process of cave, I thought from back home in the States, like in the mountains, these caves are like crawl spaces. I'm like, not crawling through a cave. You took me to this cave, and we're crawling through the entrance. So I'm like, oh man. But then it opened up into this massive caverns. They were just stunningly gorgeous, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe
And
it.
the weather inside the cave is cool, right? It's
It
like
was
air
beautiful.
conditioner.
We brought some music, and we like found a spot to just like hang out, put on some music, and he's like, okay, here we go. He turns off the lights. He's like, you got to get the full experience. But there's like pools in some caves that you can
Hmm.
swim in. Holy smokes, they're amazing. And now I'm all like, let's go check out these caves. It's amazing.
Yeah, King and I, we went to the biggest cave in
In
Kamwan.
Laos.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Where's that at?
Gong Lo Cave. Check out on the on my channel. You will see like wow. I I mean it took us what, Again, like an hour and a half to get through that cave
Yeah, on the boat.
because we have to ride on the boat.
I need to check out your video because
It's
obviously we've all watched
it's
loads
so
of videos.
adventurous.
But I
Yeah.
haven't seen a lot of videos on the caves in Laos. Like I've watched tons of videos, and I don't remember any videos of people exploring the caves in Vung Vieng. Like, and everybody goes to the lagoons and the caves, but and you see videos about the lagoons, but nobody films the inside the cave, which I thought was
Maybe because it's
special.
dark,
It is
it's kind of,
dark, but you have I don't
yeah,
know
it's a little
GoPro.
dark.
I guess yeah, maybe it means you need to
That's why
put.
people don't
I have a
really.
light for my GoPro, so it'll be fine. And then you have your headlamp, which acts as extra lighting for the GoPro. Like I know the GoPro could capture it in a way that would be just really incredible videos. So yeah, I need to come down to Takag, and then me and
We
like
will
Gal.
help you
Well,
with
let
food
me
for a year. Tell us how we can support you, Lao Legends.
Well, if you're serious, like that would be incredible. I'm speechless if that's for real. Really.
You
well,
know what? There is
she's serious.
on top of the house. My mom, when she was here, she bought a land that is like I think 15 minutes from where I live from Taikak. And right now, I have people grow rice, and they just share the rice with me when they grow rice. And I'm not doing anything with that piece of land. I want to do something about it, but like I'm by myself. I don't want to work. I don't want to like do anything. if you like the cat, you come stay, and if you think, oh, this is a nice little town,
Yeah.
you can even build a house in that land. Like you don't even have to worry about me kicking you out, because I would not.
You know
Or
how I
sell
am.
it. Like I'm not even looking to sell it to make money or whatever, because I don't need money.
Right, right. Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same. I mean, I think I don't. Part of me is like, I don't need money either, because I don't feel like I'm that type of person. I need money, but I just need enough to pay my rent
Hmm.
and buy enough food to eat, and then I just want to make these videos to promote Lao and explore like all these interesting things here in Lao. Like go to the caves, but explore the traditions, explore the traditional music. Like I think there's so many interesting. Even with Thailand, I think there's this like not a lot of videos about certain areas that I think we're gonna cover so much cool stuff here. Like so much cool stuff. Yes, it's for real. Oh
Yeah,
man.
like that's why when someone asks me about, business, make money, do this, I'm like, no, don't talk to me about business. I don't need money. Like I'm not looking to come here to make money.
Right. I mean, I only want to make the YouTube big because obviously I'd like to have a little farm and family one day. You got to have money to raise a family. But really, I don't need the money. Like the goal of the channel is to fund being able to live, but also just to fund being able to show the world this amazing
Even
place.
with the farm, right? You can like dig a pond and raise
Yeah, the farm will be
fish, and
self-sustainable. I won't really need any money for that, but
yeah, you can grow rooster, and then they lay eggs, and you have food. Like you produce your food.
right.
You don't
Right. I
need
mean,
a
that's
lot of
like
money.
the people that own this little farm that I'm living on right now. They're here all the time because they use it to support themselves. So yeah, they don't support me with their farm. They support themselves. But yeah, I mean, that's always been the goal of the channel, as you guys know, is to make enough to live, and then hopefully the channel does really well. I think it's going to do very well, and then we can just start using the money to do really cool stuff. Not only videos for myself, but like as we talked about, like helping people with scholarship funds
Hmm.
and different stuff with education that I want to do. Like I really do think we eventually will be one of the bigger channels here, and I think there will be so many opportunities uh, to create educational opportunities for people, and just like with Tanoi, like with she's super good with this cooking show. Like I can help her make her own YouTube and help her have her own business, create an opportunity for her that maybe wasn't there before. That's really what
Is
it
she
is.
already is she already get started? Like,
No, she's not like super, how do I put it? She's not really pressed to get started on it because she's got a husband and I
oh,
think
she doesn't have
her,
enough time, no free time,
her
not enough
sister's
free time.
her sister's married to a foreigner, and I think he's a little wealthy or something. And like I know her sister and her brother are working. Her sister and her husband are working. They building houses for foreigners to rent. So I think they're fairly well off, honestly. And most of the people that do go to the gym, they tend to have a little bit of money. Like
Hmm.
my gym's not expensive, but just the fact that you have a little bit for a Lao person to have a little bit of extra money to go to the gym, usually they
Hmm.
have a bit of money. You know what I mean?
Oh, they don't have
So
to work.
She doesn't have to work. She's raising her kid, and she doesn't have to work. So I don't really think she's doing it even to build anything particular. She thinks she wants to do the YouTube, but honestly, I think
But
she's
not
just
for
doing
money
it.
yet. Yeah, I
She's
know.
just
I
doing it
didn't
for
do it for
fun. She
money
likes
at
the
first. Like
cooking.
I
She
do
likes
it
music.
just to keep. It's kind of like album. To me, it's like a picture, right? A book of memories that you can look back, or like if I die, at least my kids, can look at it and, oh, this is what mom been doing and stuff like that.
I don't know if anybody saw this comment, but I had to put it up because it's probably one of the most craziest things that I've so far in my short YouTube time, and I've had Leikao and Sauki come help me more than I could have ever imagined. So that was a total shock. But for I wish I knew your name, BA British Army, for you to offer something like that is just huge for me because wow, if you provide the food, then I only need a couple more $100 to pay my rent, and well, we're already like on our way with doing this full.
It's your personality, Barry. That's why I keep telling you, don't worry about it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna be fine. One of these days, you're gonna be huge. I give you within a year, you'll be on your own and be able to, do whatever you want, your dreams and all that.
Just yesterday I was like having a panic attack last night. Almost like the last 2 nights, I keep almost like just stressing so much. The whole day I'm fine, and then like Friday and Saturday, or yeah, Friday and Thursday night, I'm like just can't seem to like stop panicking. Where you're
Don't
like,
be like
am I
that.
gonna
You're
make
in
it?
Laos.
Huh?
You're in Laos. You're not back in States. You're not.
Well, I just remember I just decided to quit that job, and
Mhm.
which means that I got to figure out every day is like, okay, how am I going to find more students so I can just make enough to pay the bills and then keep building this YouTube thing. And yeah, so I'm usually fine, but just at night, those last 2 nights, you're like, am I doing what I should be doing? Because there's no money coming in, and I'm trying to do everything I can. But thank you, Kenny, and your wife, Lita. Just let us know who they are. Man, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm not sure how I can contact you, but I will try to get in touch and figure it out because I live off of Lao food, so it's not really expensive.
The easiest way to like transfer money off the bag is MoneyGram. That's
Oh,
like the
really?
fastest, the easiest way to do it, safest way to do it.
MoneyGram, not Western Union, right?
MoneyGram's better because there's more out there. In Vientiane, I've seen more MoneyGram than Western Union.
Yeah.
MoneyGram is like every corner.
That's
right?
why, like,
Mostly,
I was a little bit confused when I did my video with Chris about I think he mentioned in there, yeah, I'd said like I don't like to withdraw money because it's always so expensive from my bank card. He's like, oh no, it's only rule of thumb 6%. I'm like, I mean, of course I'm going to agree with him. He's the expert, but in my experience, has not been 6%. My bank, the ATM says it's a $2 fee, and luckily I only get charged that fee. Right, the fee is like $2. My bank didn't charge me. I didn't get double charged by both banks. Right, I got charged one fee, but then the exchange rate is so bad. It's like over $10, $15 difference in what I should get and what I got from the bank. So I don't know what this rule.
yeah, I probably wouldn't. We don't use ATM at all. Like we do
ATM,
MoneyGram, although we pay some fee, but then we can walk to the bank, take the USD dollars, and then go exchange it. Then we get, the better rate that way.
But nowadays, actually, good question for you, because I feel like lately I've heard people say that they've been cracking down on the money exchangers, and I noticed that the money exchanger that I used to use, I haven't seen. It looked like he might be closed or something. So I'm wondering if they were one that got closed down. But for anybody that's not aware, that the market rate and the bank rate here, I don't know how long they've been different, but they're quite different. So if you withdraw money from an ATM, you're getting the bank rate, which stinks compared. It's not the real rate going on the market. You're getting 20,000 keep per dollar when the market rate is like 23, 24. You're losing quite a bit. But you got to know which money exchangers are going to give you the real rate. Have you seen anything along these lines?
Yeah, but luckily I have my my own like the person that I go to all the time.
Okay. You gotta
So
have your
I
go-to, man.
don't have that problem. Yeah, because I used the same person for 4 years.
Yeah,
She turned everyone else down because they're not supposed to do money exchange outside the
Okay.
bank. But
Yeah.
but she trusts that I'm not gonna go tell people about her.
It's just the wrong person getting the information could cause her trouble. So, well, I wish the bank would figure it out. I mean, I would just use the bank rate if they could just figure out how to make it the real rate. I have no problem using the banks, but that's a little bit of a difficulty right now with the currency, isn't it? I think they're trying. I saw supposedly a law passed. I don't know if it's real, but last year where it was like against using other currencies, because the big problem here is a lot of people trying to sell you stuff in foreign currency. So they're posting like apartments or posting different things for sale or rent in in uh, in dollars or in baht or in in yen, Chinese money, Korean money, whatever, not in keep. So they want. So I think the law was passed to like you have to sell things in keep. You can't sign contracts and sell everything in these foreign currencies because it's devaluing the ghee so much. Making the inflation even worse. Whereas if we just keep working with the ghee, I think obviously the ghee will get stronger.
Well, that is so nice of Kenny.
I know. I just don't even know how to contact him now. I'm like, did they leave? How do I get a hold of them? Because
he left. He go to the gym.
Yeah.
He'll be in touch. I think he'll be in touch with you.
Not sure how. I don't know.
And you also.
What's that? What's that?
And once your channel start monetizing, you can have all this like people can support you by being your members, by throwing you stickers and like super thanks and all kinds of source.
So I made Patreon and I've got like 3 people that subscribe to Patreon, but I almost feel bad because I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it now. Todd, obviously Todd now and Lao and lots of YouTubers do it, but I'm like, who has the time to do 2 different platforms? It's like now I got to make content for YouTube, plus I got to make content for. It's like, I'm actually shocked now. Now that I'm doing everything, I am shocked at how much Todd does. Like, how does he have time to do everything that he does? He's putting so much content on both platforms. And realistically, for me, I know that the future is having my own website because then you're cutting out all the middlemen, and I never have to worry about any copyright, anything, Eventually I will have my own website for everybody to go to for everything, and then you never have to worry about YouTube taking a cut or Patreon taking some of the money or your content not like the content portion of it being frustrated with YouTube not allowing you to use. You have a whole 15-minute video that has all kinds of different music in it, and it selects like a 10-second bit.
Yeah.
And they want to copyright you off of like 10 or 15 seconds, and the whole video has music, but this 10-15 seconds, and it happens to be like a 10-15 seconds where you're talking about important stuff. You can't just take it out or put music over it or whatever YouTube wants to do. Now you got to re-edit the video, export the video from iMovie, which all that stuff, and then upload it again. It just YouTube. But at least YouTube
gives. They gotta make money because they do pay people too.
That's true. I don't mind YouTube getting their cut, but I wish that we could just share the music and everything freely. I think it's a good way to market everything. You know what I mean? Like it's free marketing for your music. I've tried to talk to some Lao artists here to be like, would you mind like allowing me to use your music in my videos? It's literally like free advertising for you to get your music out on my videos to all these people that are going to be overseas to build, potentially build your fan base too, because they'd hear your music in my videos. They didn't really get it.
What's your contact information for Lao language lessons?
Oh. What?
The latest comment.
Oh, let's see. Oh, for Lao language lessons, my contact information. Well, all right. I'm giving out my phone number, so everybody start spamming me marketing stuff. Here's my WhatsApp phone number. You can contact me here.
He said he live in Laos, right? Where in Laos? In
Yeah, where do you
Vientiane
live in
or
Laos,
what?
Peaceful Hound? And what is your name, by the way, if you don't mind giving it out?
Right? Did he say he live in Laos? Yeah, he live in Laos.
Yeah, yeah. He said he lives in Laos and
Mm.
needs some language lessons.
Oh, when you have free time, Barry, you can even set up like a teaching session, like maybe for 30 minutes or 1 hour
Mm-hmm.
during your life.
During the live?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, teaching session during the live.
Yeah, just like give people a taste of, learning with you.
I thought about that. Same with like cooking with Danoi. I thought,
Mm-hmm.
soon I'm sure that people will be like, "Can we join you? Is there a way for us to join you
Mm-hmm.
guys?" And that made me think of I'm sure there's going to be people that are like, "Can we just join for the lesson?" Because part of the whole thing is just like exchanging the languages together, right? So if people can just, obviously, if I did something like that, would tell everybody that I'm not going to be able to, really answer questions or moderate or anything. It would just be you can be there live, but it's impossible for me to video and like do everything as well as answer questions. But it would be kind of cool to be able to like let people join in for that, especially if they were learning Lao or learning English, because I think it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think live would be cool. Yeah, some live
Yeah,
like
because then you can, interact with them at the moment, right? They might have
right.
question or it's
And
easier
then I
that way.
thought, since I couldn't probably answer questions while I was live with Danoi, if I did something like that, then it would be fun to do like what I would call it like an English corner, like maybe like a just like I've done with different schools or different centers where you have like an English club or an English corner where like maybe once a week, whatever time it is that I go live and people can just come join the live and everybody learn together.
And later on, when when you already being monetized, you can set up like a special corner, English corner or Laos corner for membership. There's all kinds of ways to do it, really.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I just keep telling myself that. Like last night, I'm gonna make it.
You
It's gonna
will.
be
Like
okay.
like I keep telling you, no doubt. Like I have no doubt at all. You'll be fine.
Awesome, awesome, Chris.
Oh, Mương Phương. Nice.
Love that place.
Well, I love Mương Phương. It's so
Love that
beautiful.
place. Yeah. Wandering Leisure. South King is asking for my Facebook. So I will put my Facebook here. I don't really, yeah, I've never been a social media type of guy, so I don't. I think to my detriment, I guess now, because now that I've started all this stuff, I don't have like anybody on social media, which would already be like a nice start to have a little like following, but it's all right. My Facebook page has nothing on it, but you can always send me a message there. It's fly.
You know what, King? I think next time you should come on live as Wandering Leisure, and then our news, I'll came on as Lao Connect.
Yeah, and then we'll figure out how I can make you guys part of the moderator or whatever, so you can just post in the comments your links and stuff?
Oh yeah, just go back to when when we end the live stream, you can go back to the studio and set it up. It will walk you through it. Like
All right.
I'm terrible with technology. If I can do it, Barry, anybody can.
All right, I think we had an awesome first live stream. What a first go! What a first go!
Look at
Thank
that.
you
You got
so
one
much.
student and you
I got
already got one
hey.
supporter who's like huge.
I found out that I may be moving to Takek soon.
Hmm. Hey, you
Oh,
might
that's
even
exciting.
South Takek is Sao Ngam. I think you heard of South Takek.
No, not yet. It's Sao Takek Ngam Yibong. It's
They
almost
say
to a
Sao
point where
Ngam
I'm like
Muan.
tired. I'm a little tired of people asking me. Like I feel like people are asking so much. I have one neighbor that it's kind of funny and cute that every time I pass by, she's like, "Dai mi allow lao ball." Every time I pass, "Dai mi allow lao ball." Oh,
Yeah, I have a feeling that your priority right now is, to be able to be
what's
comfortable
going on?
first,
What just happened?
right? Not like you're not chasing women.
My internet's like freaking out right now. I don't know what just happened, but I think we're all still here, right? What's going on?
King say you will be just fine, Barry.
Thank you, King. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know it'll all work out. It's always like that first bit of time where you're just hoping, praying, and having confidence in what you're doing that it'll all work out when, especially when you're leaving a job and you're gonna do your own thing. So I have faith in it. I'm keeping positive.
Why would you think you bother me, King? You wouldn't, because I have my phone right here with me. Like I don't have to do anything. Just
All right, I need to get moving. I gotta edit this second home cooking video for everybody. Thank you to everybody. Special thanks to Aikao and Sao King for being just the most lovely people and helping me out here. So we had an awesome first go today. I can't thank you all enough for being here, and I'll put this on YouTube for everybody else to watch too, and hopefully we can
no, it will
just
automatically be there.
what? It's automatically there.
Yeah, they just have to go back and click on live, and everything that we do live stream, it will automatically be on your channel.
I thought I was
Like
gonna have
you
to.
don't have to do anything.
Oh my goodness, even better. I don't have to worry about it taking
No,
24
no.
hours to upload.
Mm-mm.
Actually, my regular videos, if it's like more than 15 minutes, it takes like 24 hours to upload. And this is 2.5 hours, so it would have taken 3 days to upload.
The
So
only
that's good
time
to
that
know.
you have to do something about it, if you want to like trim off some part that you want to make a video, like just one subject, 8
Yeah.
minutes or 10 minutes video, then yeah, you have to go back and do that. Otherwise the whole thing will just be on live and people can go back and watch it anytime.
Oh, I would love to do that because I mean, obviously, you see loads of other YouTubers. It's a great technique. It's a great.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's useful, but it's a great technique to get views, make more money, but also very
Mm-hmm.
useful for people. But you see people will take the podcast and they'll make short little videos on specific topics. So yeah, there's so many different things to do for YouTube.
So many things to do.
24 hours in a day. I'm like, oh my goodness, I could be. You're almost a slave to it because there's just so many avenues. You got to really decide what is your most important area that you want to focus on.
Yeah, that's
And
why I'm like making you do the live stream, because I want you to like speed up, your hours. And
oh, I mean, if once I don't have any, with this, if I don't have to pay for food for the year, and goodness, if I have a place to stay, oh my goodness, I just can't imagine if I can do this full time without needing to worry about, okay, I need to go do another job or worry about those type of things. And I'm totally only focused on this. I think most of my time is focused on this, to be honest. Even when I'm doing other stuff, I can't help it. But I'm always thinking about this. I love doing this, and yeah. So this
All
is
right, let's let you go do other works now.
all right. You guys have a lovely day. I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Now, how do we turn it off? Leave studio. See you guys.